Well, let's talk about some more games.
Yeah. The first one that I saw was called 1-2 Switch.
I did see a little bit of that.
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
Don't think it's my thing, but I mean, we walked into EB Games and some guy was pre-ordering it, like it was the greatest thing ever.
Is that what he pre-ordered?
Yeah. He's like, I got 1-2 Switch and basketball. And I'm not a Zelda fan. And I was like,
basketball. It's probably NBA 2K or one
2K18.
So it is 2K18.
Yeah, 1-2 Switch and ARMS. Those are the two that are going to take advantage of the Nintendo Switch's motion controls.
Yeah. I saw that they said if you're playing 1-2 Switch, you don't need to look at the screen.
Yeah, they did say it's like you listen and point at the other person. I'm guessing it's like Zap. You know, when your teacher would line everybody up and be like,
I feel like that would be fun for like 2 minutes.
Zap. It would be fun intoxicated. It would be very fun intoxicated until you break.
It's going to be the game where you have someone coming over and you'd be like, hey, check this out. Play it for like 10 minutes and they'll be like, oh yeah, this is cool. Move on.
Yeah.
But the other one that you brought up, which is ARMS, that actually looked kind of cool. I watched a video where the guy was like showing us how to play it, and it looked kind of weird. But then I realized he was showing us how to do it. So it was playing it slowly, and then when you went, okay, now we're going to show you an actual fight, it actually looked really cool. Like it was kind of fast paced, and
it looks like something
they were jumping around and.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah, he described it as
colourful as well.
Yeah,
cool art style.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because it was like it's like a fighting game, so you're a brawler, but it's also a shooting game because you're shooting out your arms, kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm just watching some gameplay now. It looks interesting. I didn't get to watch the gameplay before. Like I said, I just saw the announcement trailer.
Yeah. So it uses the motion controllers. So you'll move around by tilting the controllers, and then you shoot out your arms. When you move the controller, you can sort of move your fists around.
Engage in fisticuffs.
Look, man, if it's anything like, say, Punch-Out, where you just fight harder and harder enemies, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun here. The multiplayer there, I'd enjoy playing that. Oh.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, you'd only be... I would not buy another set of those. I mean, $120.
Well, me too. The only person you play with is me, and I'm going to have a Switch. So.
Oh, the other one was Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2. Did you ever get around to Splatoon 1?
Never got around to buying it. I really wanted to play it, but then I didn't want to play it.
Yeah.
Are you going to get it? Did you watch the video first?
I didn't watch the video.
It's hectic. It looks crazy. You just run around, paint things. You have bloody jetpacks that shoot out paint.
I did read that you had jetpacks, yeah. I saw, like I said, the live blog for it. I didn't get to watch the actual trailer.
Looks like so much fun.
Everything looks like the frame rate is really, really smooth too.
Yes. How cool does that look? That looks like so much fun.
It looks great.
It looks crazy.
Oh, it's raining paint.
Yeah, it's just all this wacky stuff happening.
It looks like a really solid sequel.
Yeah. So
because they've expanded upon what you can do normally, and again, like we said, the game is solid as far as we know. I'd be keen to give it a go.
Yeah.
I'm just scared that it's something I won't stick to. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What do you make out of that? It's a Wii U port to the Switch.
I looked at the trailer, and it doesn't look like Mario Kart 8.
You don't think so?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, new...
What is that? Did you play... Is that in Mario Kart 8? I've never seen that.
This is Battle Mode. Because Battle Mode in Mario Kart 8 was shit. Did you play Battle Mode?
Yeah, wasn't it just the tracks?
Yeah, and I remember when they announced
it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could have just done new battle tracks and put it in. But I don't know if maybe you get a discount on it if you bought Mario Kart 8. I hope that's the case, but probably won't be. But these are tracks, like this one here is from one of the Game Boy battle track.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So it's not in Mario Kart 8. So
it's not. But that's what I'm thinking is it's Mario Kart 8 plus more stuff. Because this is a Splatoon track. And you can play as Splatoon people.
Yeah, so it's not... What I'm saying is it's not just a port. There's extra stuff.
It's going to be enhanced.
Yeah. So
which is another rumour was what that Wii U backwards compatibility was going to include enhanced games. But I don't know whether Mario Kart Deluxe is going to be one of those.
That's Excite Bikes.
That's in Mario Kart 8 in the DLC.
Is it? Oh, yeah. That's right. I never got that.
Yeah. and that's the Zelda track, which is in there. Animal Crossing's in it. So I mean, it's too much familiar stuff compared to all the stuff that isn't. So look, it's got Link and stuff in it. It's same.
Yeah.
Plus new stuff.
Let's talk about
Super Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey.
I know you weren't so taken aback by this one.
I didn't like the start of it where you're in like New York City, and I was just like, I don't know, I was put off by it. But yeah, like I didn't like the start of it. Like that opening, I was just sort of put off by it. I was like, this is not Super Mario. But then, as we saw, it goes into like all these colourful worlds and stuff, and that looks amazing.
Very reminiscent of, like I told you, like Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
We have the hub world, and there's these other worlds that are just magical and colourful and really, really interesting. Like in Super Mario 64, but like next level. So what I'm thinking, like we were talking about before, is that the city is your hub world, and you're going to have certain places where you're going to go and jump into essentially the paintings like you did in Super Mario 64. And I never played Super Mario Sunshine, but the two games that they compared Odyssey to when they announced it was 64 and Sunshine, based on the fact that both of them they're essentially open world Mario games.
Yeah.
Whereas while Galaxy and Galaxy 2 were some of the highest reviewed Mario games ever, they're not open world or anything, they're level based. Same as, Super Mario 3D Land and World, which were both fantastic games as well.
Did you see the release window for that one?
Holiday 2017. Are we going to go into more detail about Zelda later? Because otherwise I'll go into detail right now.
I wanted to talk about Xenoblade 2 first.
Let's talk about Xenoblade 2 first. Did you play Xenoblade Chronicles?
No.
It was something that I thought you would enjoy.
Yeah, but there's only so much JRPG I can sort of tolerate.
And 80, 90 hours of Final Fantasy 15 was enough for you. Well, you know a whole lot more about that genre than I do at all, so tell me about it.
I would enjoy it. I wouldn't finish it. Because there's lots of grinding, there's lots of running around fighting, random monsters, Pokemon kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why I never got it. Because I was like, I'm going to start it, I'm going to go, yeah, this game's really cool. Bam. Never touch it again. And, as we said, they're pretty pricey. So I wasn't prepared to fork out $70 to play a game for a week and not finish it.
That's true. Well, what do you think about Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Did you see the release trailer? Are there any...
I did.
Anything that caught your eye?
There was a big, giant monster that looked like the giant turtle from Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh. Well, I didn't see anything about it, so everything you're telling me is new, so to go on.
Oh, they didn't really show much. There was the main character running around with a sword. They showed really cool, landscapes and things like that. It looks cool. It looks pretty. They did that well with Xenoblade Chronicles as well. That looks really good, that game. It looks similar to that. Well, obviously it is Xenoblade, but yeah, I don't know. It's not something I'll pick up straight away. I might play it down the track. But yeah, if you're really into JRPG, that's probably something for you. But
yeah, there's not many people you come across who's like, my favorite game is Xenoblade.
I think it's time to talk about Zelda, man. Let's do it. Launch title for the Switch.
I'm so happy. I sat there watching the trailer and it said release date trailer, and I sat there watching it and I was like, I need to be okay with the fact that it's not coming out in March. Like, I need to be okay with it. And I watched the trailer and I'm like, I'm not going to be okay with it. It just kept growing and growing and growing in disappointment, and I was like, man, this looks amazing. It has voice acting, it's completely localized, and the voice acting isn't purely horrible. I mean, we both had a bit of a weird face at Zelda's voice, but I mean, Zelda's or Link's voice, nobody was ever going to get right for me. I'm glad they didn't give Link a voice, but Zelda, I've heard fan dubs of like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword and stuff, and I've never heard Zelda the way I want to hear, and I don't think I ever will. That's the thing about the characters in Zelda, is everything is individual to you. You play Link, and Link is you, and Link sounds the way you want him to sound. So if you ever give him a voice, you ruin it. Everybody else's voice is fantastic. I'm guessing just like trying to put two and two together, when there was the start of the game and you see the old man, I'm guessing he's the one who does his voiceover. But I'm so excited, and I'm hoping that a lot of characters are voice acted as well, because it would be a little bit jarring to have just those like 5 or 6 main characters be voice acted, and then
the rest is
all the side characters just
text
blank.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it had that level of detail that something like Skyrim has, where every person talks
Yeah.
and there's lines and the world breathes life. It's something like I'm really hoping this game lives up to my expectations. I know I'm going to love it no matter what. We were talking about how the Twilight Princess amiibo is going to work in Zelda as well. They didn't show that in the trailer, but I mean, it was a story trailer, that one. And finally getting the story and trying to figure out what's going on. And I mean, you look at the Calamity Ganon and Link's been asleep for 100 years and he's waking up, and oh man, he's just like, I know I'm going to love it. I've loved every Zelda game that's ever come out.
What do you think of the price? So we
Couldn't care less.
We both pre-ordered the Master Edition, which comes with a statue of the sword, like Nathan said. The soundtrack was it a little?
It comes with a little pouch for the Switch.
Yeah.
Which is the Sheikah slab.
I thought that was cool.
It's cool. I would never use it. I'll put it somewhere. Not like it's gonna be docked if I'm not using it. So.
Yeah, but I mean, like when you take it out, that's probably what it's for.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
And then the soundtrack. And what was the thing at the top? Was it a map?
Yeah, map, and it comes with a little Sheikah pin as well.
Yeah. And what was the price for it? $189.
$189.
I thought that was pretty good. Anyway, guys, yeah, as usual, if you want to let us know what you thought of the episode, if you want us to try any games that you want us to put on the channel, don't forget to email us on hangswithrog@gmail.com, and also subscribe to the channel for some weekly news.
We cover pretty much anything, unless we hate it, in which case
Unless we hate it.
Because it's the devil.
That's it. See you next time.
See ya.